Hello, everyone. It's Jeff. This is take two. uh, I'm hoping everyone is staying warm out there. If you're living in a northern climate, if you're living in a southern climate, I hate you. It's no, I don't hate anybody. It's like 5 degrees here, and it's bloody cold. I know it's nothing compared to Canada. If any of my Canadian fans are watching, you are a sturdier man than me. But let me tell you, it's cold enough here in Chicago, for me. Um, I just finished a run of 3 12-hour night shifts, which is why I might be looking a little bleary-eyed right now. And I still have 4 more third shifts to go, but those are only 8 hours. Thank God. I'm done with the year, and everyone's done with their vacation time coverage. So that's something to be happy about, I guess. It's about noon as I'm making this on December 30th. This is most likely my last video of the year. And even though my drain line for my house is plugged somewhere, and I'm waiting on the plumber to come and rot it out. So everything's still good. That's why I'm a little unshaven looking today. I got that rugged look going, which my wife loves. It gets itchy on me after a while. Yeah. But so we can't use any sinks or toilets for now, and you can't see her, but sitting on my foot is my 80-pound pit bull. Her name is Jinx. She's an all-white pit bull with a brown spot over one eye. I just finished cleaning up. She just threw up, so I just cleaned that up. Poor dog. So what better way to deal with all of this than to make a video? Now I'm just got a small pile of records to show you, and I have some free time. There's really not much I could do right now. So what better way to spend it than with my VC friends? I don't really have any kind of year in review thing really in mind here. I just I've been hugely backed up in record listening, with a few exceptions, which I'm going to show you here shortly. And as far as, best new records or best anything, I don't really have any of that right now. I'm just catching up still. It seems like every time I'm ready to sit down and do some good listening to something comes up. Something else comes up, and I have to deal with it. Or I have to go to work. I guess it's just life getting in the way. But there are a few exceptions. So I guess I will talk about my Christmas records. Actually, this first one I'm about to show you is it's a 4-record box set. And my daughter Molly is a huge fan of Hamilton, the Broadway show Hamilton. So I had to talk with Santa, and I asked if he would be so kind as to bring her something Hamilton related for Christmas. And look what she got. It is the 4-record box set of the original cast recording for Hamilton. This thing's heavy. Ugh. This is what the back looks like, and Christmas Day listening to the entire thing back to back, all 4 records in a row, as we were cooking the roast beast for Christmas dinner. And while I'm not a huge fan of Broadway shows, I gotta tell you, this set is really good. It's I think everyone's heard of at least heard of this show, right? It's like a hip hop version of American history. It's all done in rap. It's kind of like a mix of rap and Broadway, and it's pretty good. She saw the show here in Chicago. It's a very difficult and expensive ticket, but her grandmother treated her to the show. Now I want to see it after listening to this. I mean, I've heard so many good things about it. I want to see it now, but I don't know when that's going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, she wanted the cast recording, and she wanted it on vinyl because she wanted to have something on vinyl that was kind of like hers. Ask and you shall receive, especially when it comes to vinyl. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I got to say I was humming some of these songs for a few days after listening to it. It's pretty good. I got this from my wife for Christmas, and I love it when she gives me records. Although I've never heard of Anderson East. I don't know if any of you out there have heard of him. You can tell me if you like him or not in the comments. That would be great. This album is called Delilah. I know absolutely nothing about it. I've heard not one song. And this album includes a CD copy of the album as well. Obviously, I haven't opened it yet, as you can see, but I'll be listening to this one sooner than later. So yeah, I got that for Christmas. Anderson East. The album's name is Delilah. As far as purchases for myself, well, I'll show you this one quickly. Grand Funk, we're an American band. Found it on eBay for a couple bucks. I think it was like $3 or $4 from one of my sellers that I regularly follow. And it was kind of on my list to get. I like Grand Funk, and honestly I bought it because it came with a sticker sheet. Of course, there were 4 stickers on there. Now there's only 2. And somewhere at my work, there are Grand Funk stickers on my locker. I used 2 and I kept 2. So I was surprised they still stuck. I know it might sound sacrilegious to some who are thinking, ugh, what are you doing? Using stickers that came with a, I don't know, 40-year-old record. But I like Grand Funk. So, I got it. The other reason, besides listening to the massive Hamilton set, that I haven't really gotten around to listening to much else here in this past few days, and I have to do a shout out here again to the massive musical genius that is my VC brother Andrew from Tales from the Crate. He did a blues video. It's kind of a companion piece to the jazz video that he did, and I streamed this on YouTube. You can easily find this entire album on YouTube if you want to check it out for yourself. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you do. But I just picked up Stone Crazy by Buddy Guy. Now, I know Buddy Guy is nothing new. I have many of his CDs, but they're all from the 90s. I've got, Damn Right I Got the Blues, Feels Like Rain, Sweet Tea, stuff that he released in the 90s. And they're good, but they lack that certain edge on a lot of tracks. That kind of, that fire, that passion. That is all over this album. I'll just show you the back cover. This is a reissue, which I found on Amazon for a reasonable price. It's 180 gram vinyl, and it's got the Replica Alligator Records label on it that it was originally released on. But if you want fire and passion and just plain balls to the wall power in your blues guitar playing, you got to listen to this album. Like I said, I streamed it after I saw his video, and I haven't really been able to listen to much else since. I've listened to this probably at least once a day since I saw the video, which was either just before or just after Christmas. So, if you're out there watching this, Andrew, and I hope you are, thank you for talking about this album, my brother. Like I said, I have experience with Buddy Guy, but I haven't really delved into his back catalog too much. I'm a big fan. I've seen him live many times. He puts on an awesome show. But to be honest, a lot of his albums, at least in the 90s, are a little lacking in that certain something. But that fire, that passion is right here all over this record. It's only 6 tracks long. There's only 3 tracks per side, but goddamn, this is a bloody good record. So if you have any interest at all in blues music, this came out originally, I think, in the early 80s. 1981, yeah. But every single track is killer. Every single one is just a masterpiece, almost. So I can't recommend this album highly enough, and you never know. It might show up on a certain list. I'm not giving anything away, but don't be surprised if you see this album again in the future. So my highest recommendation for this week, or this video, is Stone Crazy by Buddy Guy. Get this. Listen to it. It's awesome. Another album from that video, which piqued my interest, and which I bought a reissue of on Amazon, is John Lee Hooker. Don't Turn Me From Your Door. John Lee Hooker Sings the Blues. This is also a reissue. I'll just show you the back cover quickly. I know it's just basically liner notes. This is also 180 gram vinyl, and it looks like Friday Music is the label, but they did it as a replica of the old either Atco or Atlantic label. I think it's the old Atlantic label. I think these colors are for mono, if it was in mono. But this reissue isn't in mono, but I know in the 60s, their labels, I think, were different colors for the mono and stereo versions. But I just wanted to show that to you. This was another one that sounded interesting. And of course, I love John Lee Hooker. But unlike Buddy Guy, I don't have any John Lee Hooker records. I think I have an MP3, I think, of Boogie Chillin', but that's about it. So This one this one's also available on YouTube for streaming, but it's song by song. I couldn't find the entire album in one video. But this piqued my interest enough that I wanted to get this one too, because again, I like John Lee, and I want to build up my the blues section of my record collection more. That's probably one of the goals I have for 2018. But this is he's one of the masters of electric blues guitar, and as Andrew said in his video, because he's right, he's not going to be doing these long blistering solos. He's more of a groove guy. But between that and his deep voice, he really gives you that Mississippi Delta blues electric guitar sound. That may not make sense, but this is also a great album to listen to, and I second the recommendation that I saw. One more blues album that I picked up, and I didn't need any prompting by anyone because I was already a fan, just like Buddy Guy. But I got an original copy of Natural Boogie by Hound Dog Taylor and the House Rockers. I've got the first album, the self-titled album by Hound Dog Taylor, and I was able to luck out and get this one for, I think I got this for like about $10 on eBay, which is a pretty good deal because for some reason, these blues albums they're hard to come by. I never see them in the wild, whatever I'm looking for. Whenever I go online, it's always a struggle to try to get them. But I love Hound Dog Taylor, and he's got, if I was able to do needle drops, I would probably do one for him just to give you a taste of that slide guitar. If you like that greasy, dirty sounding, fuzzy slide guitar, he's not a clean player like, say, someone like like Dwayne Allman or an Eric Clapton. He doesn't put out clean guitar lines. They've got that dirty edge to them, and it's great. I mean, I've been a fan of these guys for a long time, and I think I've had some Hound Dog on some blues compilations on my CDs, but as far as vinyl records go, I was very happy to get this one. And not to give away any spoilers, but you may see Hound Dog again in the future. Rounding out my purchases, and I keep telling myself, quit buying records, Jeff, and start listening to them. But how can you resist after a while, right? I mean, you see them there, you gotta buy them. But for those of you who follow my videos, and I hope you continue to do so, that I've been digging the Butterfield Blues Band albums. And when I get an artist or a band in my mind, I become a little bit of a completist with them, and I think I've completed my run of Butterfield Blues Band albums with this one, East West. This was their second album. I used to have this on CD, and that CD's long gone. But now I have it on vinyl. So there you go. Elvin Bishop was still in the band with this record, and I believe Michael Bloomfield was too. Those guys are legends in their own right. And this is a great album, and I've listened to this many times over. I'm very happy to listen to it again on vinyl. East West by the Butterfield Blues Band, and this one came out a few years after that one. It's called Keep On Moving. I believe the lineup had changed by this time. I'm not sure. I would have to look at the credits. But yeah, Butterfield Blues Band are the real deal too, and I've yet to be disappointed by any of their albums. So very happy to get this one as well, and I'm pretty sure that I've got them all on vinyl. I would have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure these are the last two I needed, at least from the original lineup through the early 70s. Keep on Moving by the Butterfield Blues Band. So yeah, those were my purchases. And that's it. We're 20 minutes out here, so once again, let me just say that my experiences on the VC have been nothing but wonderful. I've met many great people out here. I've interacted with many great people, and hope to continue to do that for 2018. And yeah, it's very it's fascinating to me to always to see what people get, even if I may not be as into that genre of music as others. I still like to see people get excited about getting something that they've been searching for or really want or finally got, because I know what it's like to finally get that thing that you've been looking for a long time, or however long. So I've always that's been one of my favorite things about these videos, and I hope I've been able to put that across in mine as well. So to everyone that I've met on the VC in the last couple of months since I started doing these things, Happy New Year. Hope 2018 is healthy and prosperous for everybody out there. And yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be going from here. As far as videos, I wish I could do needle drop segments, but that probably isn't going to be in my cards for me anytime soon. But I can't wait to see you guys as we go along in the new year, and I can't wait to see what everybody's going to be spinning. All right, guys, I'll cut it off here. I'll see you in 2018. Keep an eye out for the next installment of my Top 100. That'll be coming probably early next week, hopefully. And that'll be fun. All right. Peace, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you soon.